I'm watching this.
Marquise Chris here at the mocap studio. You know, capturing some jump shots, some dunks, some dribble moves, having fun. All right.
Oh, I don't even know this.
My first memorable moment of 2K was probably the Jordan moment in 2K11. That's probably my favorite mode that was in that game. I've mostly been playing in my career mode. My player's not like me at all. He's like a 6'2" point guard. He doesn't do anything that I do. I just think it's fun to just bring the ball up the court and dribble along. Probably the cutscenes. I think that's my favorite part. You know, just seeing the characters and everybody talking and communicating, things like that.
How much do they pay you to say
As a team,
that?
I want to make the playoffs. I think that's my biggest goal. Individually, I just want to keep improving and just keep getting better.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is, let's quit.
Guys,
Thank you, David. Tonight, two teams that like to score out of half-court sets. And right on that subject, we often talk about the playoffs coming down to great half-court execution. Why do you think that is?
It comes down to preparation, Kevin. You watch so much film. You have several days to prepare for a team that you saw, more than likely 3 or 4 times during the season. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you. As the series goes on, it starts to become less and less about turnovers and missed shots. There's a lot of predictability once you get into the playoffs, and it's about who can make the fewest mistakes. They're normally going to win the series.
That's a great answer. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, Markkanen is out there with Hayward. Then there's Brown. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. Second free throw, no good.
Sounds weird to say, but a guy 7 feet tall like Anthony Davis could be considered an out-of-nowhere superstar. In high school, he was a skinny kid on the bench, not like he's big now. But until an 8-inch growth spurt changed everything. That's why he's got those point guard skills.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. And too long on the shot. Brown against Holiday. And it's Davis at the elbow. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And Davis wasn't on the recruiting radar really until his senior year of high school.
I really cannot believe that, especially after watching the 1 year in Kentucky, winning a national championship, the most outstanding player of the tournament, the #1 pick, grabbing a gold medal. I mean, the scouts are out there, right?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hayward outside. They set the screen. Brown with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Steps back and fires. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Payton against Westbrook. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
On defense, Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. Here's Miller. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Miller. Davis has got 5 points so far.
Well, when Davis can get that kind of position down low, those kinds of looks are pretty much golden.
Now Brown, coming off a solid outing against Denver. Now the pass to Markkanen. And he's good on the 3 ball. Markkanen's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Payton kicks to Davis. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average three-point attempts versus two-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for New Orleans.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Westbrook with it. Now Payton defending.
Well, people talk so much about shoot first guy with Westbrook. How about that time finding the open man?
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Payton against Westbrook. Payton dishes to Holiday. Cousins with a screen on Brown. Holiday attacking. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, at 6'11" and 270 lbs, Cousins is a tough guy to get around, especially when he's setting good hard screens.
Westbrook at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Back to Payton. Davis sets a screen. New Orleans moving it around. Shots good by Miller.
These guys are like dentists right now. 4 out of 5 recommending a made shot. They're in a great group.
Brown sets a screen for Westbrook. The feed to Markkanen. Brown outside. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. That one, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, it felt like they were teenagers during the summer. Low levels of activity, allowed too many good looks. Just not their night.
Here's Payton. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Thunder trailing by 3. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a story of 2 halves last season for the Pelicans. An 0-8 start, but encouraging signs, Brent, down the stretch.
Yeah, they ended up with the 11th best net rating in the NBA after they made the trade during the All-Star weekend for DeMarcus Cousins. So if this team can gel, and if they can get these pieces to work together, they do have the chance not only to excel, but to be very special with the unique talents of their bigs.
Free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics, who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle get a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest. This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Holiday left side. Screen by Cousins. Shoots off the screen. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Westbrook. It's good. This game is all even.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
Cousins with a screen on Brown. Free throw line jump shot, and he hits the jump shot.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction, and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Dishes it to Markkanen. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night right there.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Miller, the pass to Davis. Shoots over Markkanen. Again, the Pelicans score. And it's the Thunder with the ball, trailing by 2, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, just a terrific display of shooting, focused on taking shots that the offense was designed to create.
So many good things can happen for you when you just take your time and get to the spots on the floor where you have tremendous confidence.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
And Cousins kicks to Davis. The putback, Davis on the follow. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Just a phenomenal crash from Anthony Davis on the boards there. He comes up with the rebound and gets an easy putback.
Westbrook against Payton. Markkanen sets the pick for Westbrook. Shot off the screen and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And from the day that Anthony Davis was drafted, New Orleans had a win-now mindset.
Well, that's what the decree from the upper management was. And maybe a little bit unfair to put that kind of pressure on such a young superstar talent who wanted to find his way in the NBA. The front office focused on making some trades and surrounding him right away without understanding exactly what Anthony Davis was going to be good at. Let's face it, he's still great, and there's still that opportunity for AD.
The dish to Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Well, you got to watch out when Barton leaves the floor, throwing the hammer down there.
So it's the Pelicans now. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Felt like the louder the crowd got and the more hostile they were, the more together this team played. So worked out nicely.
Westbrook against Evans. Westbrook kicks to Hood. Left side Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
Pelicans trail by 4. Davis sets a screen. Over Nene. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Evans. And it's 13 points for Davis.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Martin with it, picked up by Davis. 4 on the clock. There's Sabonis. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
Great positioning on the putback. Bell's got his first points in this one.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
A lot of people look at Russell and think you roll the ball out, and with his athleticism and tenaciousness, he just takes it over. But the guy hits the film room. I mean, he studies up. He wants to know about his opponent. He wants to get better as a performer, get more consistent. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with Russell Westbrook.
Here's the 3. Mirotic's shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Hood against Mirotic. the screen. It's deflected. Pass to Bell. Feeds it to Evans. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis with a screen on Nene. It's tipped. Crawford against Barton. Hood for three. Here's Sabonis. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college. So him working inside, that's a good sign.
Evans dishes to Davis. Takes a three. And it's Evans missing. And for Westbrook, in his watching of film, he isn't looking for what he's doing on the floor. Rennie says he's gaining an understanding for everyone else.
I think that kind of approach is pretty heady, don't you, Kevin? The fact that Russell not only wants to improve himself, he wants to have a better understanding of every aspect of the game. That's his decision-making. That's where his teammates are finding success on the floor. Defensively, how teams are matching up with him. That's a lot to take in on top of the responsibilities he already has for this Oklahoma City team.
Nene with the screen on Davis. Barton passes to Nene. And Nene slams it in.
Textbook assist there from Will Barton, moving the ball around. Sometimes you just get rewarded like you did there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Davis. Crawford kicks to Evans. With the teardrop. And the layup is good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And here's Westbrook. Davis with some nice D. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
Ooh, look at this. What does this mean?
And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes
Basketball. This is my passion, you know.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
This lineup.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Will Barton is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Nene. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Sabonis in at the 4-man position. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Pelicans do have their challenges, but Anthony Davis remains committed to winning in New Orleans. He said, "I love it here. I don't plan on leaving. I guess I fit into that old school category where I want to try to win where I start my career. That's always been a goal of mine. My goal is to bring a championship here." Kevin?
And David, loyalty does go a long way. Davis is a perfect guy to build your team around. He wants to win.
I mean, can you be more comfortable getting contact? Evans secure in his manhood.
Westbrook with it. 17 points in the game. Nene setting the pick for Hood. Westbrook against Evans. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And you watch the way Westbrook plays fearlessly, how he has the attitude of, Brent, someone much smaller than him.
Well, it's that athleticism that intimidates, Kevin, quite frankly. You hear a lot of players who went through this huge growth spurt to make them elite. That's exactly what happened to Russell Westbrook, going from about 5'8" to 6'3" in a hurry. But to have that kind of bullish mentality as a point guard in this league against that kind of size, that's impressive stuff.
He kicks to Nene. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Evans up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Evans against Westbrook. Inside. Nene, the pass to Sabonis. Hood kicks to Barton. Nene setting the pick for Barton. To the inside. Nene down low. And there's the 3-second violation. And a look here at the shot chart for Westbrook.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
Pelicans trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
They set the pick. Bell with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Evans. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shoots from 12. That's good on the jump shot. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice touch on the mid-range jumper from Evans. Got to guard him there.
Barton kicks to Nene. Passes it to Sabonis. Outside Westbrook. Fires for 3. Oklahoma City keeping it alive with the new 24-second shot clock. The Pelicans trail. Evans outside. Over Westbrook. Tyreke Evans again. Evans has got 8 points. Thunder have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Westbrook drives in. Nene got a piece of it. Now here is Mirotic. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's Evans on the wing. Crawford against Barton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nene.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
This OKC team is one of the best in the league when it comes to getting themselves to the free throw line. And a lot of that comes with the sheer force of Russell Westbrook, who draws a ton of fouls. But there's a few other crafty players who can get to work on the inside and find their way to the free throw line.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Alfred Payton, he's checked in for Jordan Crawford. Payton kicks to Mirotic. Screen by Cousins. He feeds it to Payton. New Orleans moving it around. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder, a strong team at getting points off free throws, Brent. It helps having Cantor, who's also good at drawing fouls.
Well, we see how much a team can have success just stealing easy points from the free throw line. So most teams that are near the top in terms of finding free throw attempts per game find their way into postseason play. The Thunder have set that trend. Westbrook's aggressiveness, Cantor on the inside, and Adams playing aggressive around the rim.
There's a good screen. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
And the rejection by Cousins.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Count it, good. Here's Barton. 9-point game his last outing. He dishes it to Markkanen. The screen from Brown. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Holiday. Kicks it to Payton. Screen by Cousins. To the left side wing. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And another three for New Orleans.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Brent, so often we talk about star power in the NBA. Who are some of the guys flying under the radar that could soon become that star power, that household name?
Well, I think Indiana has an opportunity to hold on to a good one in Miles Turner, a center that just spent 1 year in college, has shown some signs of rapid improvement. And being in Indiana as a five-man that can step out, shoot the mid-range jump shot, finish at the rim, handle the basketball, he is definitely a guy I have my eye on as taking the next step and being a star in this league.
Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 5-point game. It's Barton on the wing. Pass to Howard. Back to Barton. Screen by Howard. 5 to shoot. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. The Pelicans making a switch here. Miller's checked in.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Darius Miller.
And so here is Oklahoma City, trailing by 5. 6 on the shot clock. Barton with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
There's the pass to Cousins. Davis sets a screen. Holiday dishes to Cousins. And the 3 off target. Thunder trailing by 5. Barton passes to Hayward. They set the screen. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Holiday against Brown. Screen by Cousins. And Holiday, here we go. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Brown kicks to Barton. Fires it up. Barton missing again.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Holiday against Brown. And Howard has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Brown against Holiday. And it's Brown missing. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Davis. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pelicans with a star player in Anthony Davis. They want to win to keep him happy. Brent, no repeats of the Chris Paul situation from 2011.
Well, their trade for DeMarcus Cousins last year was incredibly interesting. A bold maneuver because of what the league is doing, shifting to a lot of guards, speed, three-point shooting. To grab 2 bigs like this, 2 incredible talents, are they going to find a way to get this thing put together behind their coaching staff? He wants to win, and he wants to do it in New Orleans. And the Pelicans might have the most formidable front court tandem in the NBA. DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. Some calling them Fire and Ice. Gee, I wonder who Fire is.
Brown, good.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
And Holiday kicks to Cousins. They set the pick. Screen by Cousins. Howard against Davis. Back to Payton. From downtown. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And the Pelicans, Brent, had flirted with small ball. How's the fit between Cousins and Davis?
Well, it does help out that both of these guys are so talented and capable of shooting the basketball as big men. But I think AD plays better off the ball and not really force-feeding him. DeMarcus is just the opposite. He's got to have the ball in his hands to make plays. So we'll see how they end up working this thing out. They could still use some perimeter shooting because of the attention that these two big guys are going to draw on a nightly basis.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Brent, you certainly grew up around basketball. Your dad was a legend. Your brothers certainly played at a very high level. What kind of advantage do you think that gave you, if any, as your career was progressing?
It's funny, Kevin. I can't get away from it. I'm sitting next to you now, and we're watching basketball. So
I know it. Here it is.
The advantage, I think, is just absorbing all of that stuff. Maybe on a subconscious level, that you're taking in everything about what the profession was going to represent for you, if in fact you got there, and thank goodness I did.
Well, I always sense you had a very wide view. Your lens was always wide, capturing as much as you could gather.
Yeah, it was like a 10 to 22 on any camera.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Barton against Payton. Brown right side. Here's Barton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. But they recover it. Here's Howard. It's stolen by
Get it out
Davis.
of there, Dwight.
And it's blocked. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. One thing that DeMarcus Cousins doesn't get enough credit for, Brent, as a big man, is his ability to pass.
Well, for his career, Kevin, averaging 3 assists per game, but has had a couple of seasons where he's almost pushed that up to 5 per game. So coaches look at that ability and try to put him in those sort of situations where they can take advantage of it.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Both free throws good from Cousins.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's Brown missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. Thunder trailing by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Markkanen sets the pick for Hayward over Davis. Hayward can't hit.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And Holiday has it in the corner and taken away by Brown. It's Westbrook with the drive. Can't hit from 12.
Boogie time.
And so it's New Orleans.
Raindrops.
Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Well, the first half belonged to the Browns. Anthony Davis has the shot blocking and rebounding of the big man. It's his offensive skill that really sets him apart. He got the touch, he got the handles. He's something special.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game. And the Thunder with the possession here. 7-point differential. The star big men pair of Davis and Cousins are up front. Holiday out there with Payton, and it's Miller in at the small forward position. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
Well, an off-the-charts scoring night right here for Westbrook. It seems like he's getting just about anything he wants.
Holiday against Brown. Miller outside. Just 4 to shoot. Tries it from 9. Yep, it counts. Cousins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
Cousins aggressive in the paint where he can do some serious damage to your defense.
Davis against Hayward. Over Davis. And Hayward gets it to go.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Davis sets a screen. Howard with the steal. Hayward on the wing, covered by Miller. Hayward dishes to Westbrook. Brown outside. Here's Markkanen, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Payton kicks to Davis. Howard with the steal. Westbrook against Payton. Double team on Westbrook. Screen by Howard. Off the screen. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Brown.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Payton outside. Screen by Cousins. Miller with a wide open look. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Miller's got 6 points.
Well, some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, but as you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
Hard for the defense to deal with the massive size of Howard. That kind of D does not affect a big guy like him in the slightest.
Screen by Cousins. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night for the tie. Markkanen kicks to Brown. Another shot, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
I admire the energy that Brown plays with, so great at getting to the line.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You've got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
And Brent, when you hear Donovan on the sideline or in the huddle, it's clear how big a motivator he can be for his team. He certainly gets the most out of his players from the stars to the end of the bench.
One thing that Billy Donovan did in the early part of taking the job with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I remember it well, Kevin, I went to the UCLA campus where Billy Donovan had invited most of the roster for the Oklahoma City team, and he started to establish that trust in the off-season, being there for workouts, understanding the personalities of his team, and getting to know his guys. All of those things have reaped some incredible rewards in the early part of Billy Donovan's coaching career.
Stolen by Evans. Over Hayward. And the Pelicans miss again.
Pretty surprised he missed that shot. The defense was decent, but not really factored.
Brown the pass to Hayward for the lead, and it's good on the way in. Hayward's got 4 points this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Payton dishes to Evans. And Cousins kicks to Evans. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Evans has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Is that a lounge chair or is that the post in the NBA? Evans showing how comfortable he is down low.
The feed to Brown. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 10.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Holiday, he has 7. Cousins with a screen on Brown. Shot clock at 6. Holiday inside the line, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And that screen created the space for the shot, and Holiday launches the jumper. It finds nothing but the bottom.
They set the pick. And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Bell is checked in for Elfrid Payton. And here's Westbrook. He's got 23. 6 to shoot. Hayward kicks to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Howard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A soft touch there from Dwight, gifted at measuring those interior shots.
Mirotic against Hayward. Mirotic inside. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Westbrook. From deep three-point range, Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic just got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nogueira's checked in for New Orleans. Sabonis, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Hood comes in for Jaylen Brown. Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday, the pass to Mirotic. Dishes to Evans. Bell with a screen on Westbrook. Off the screen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Stolen by Holiday. Hayward against Mirotic. It's Bell on the wing. Mirotic the screen. Bell dishes to Mirotic. Holiday a screen on Hayward. And Mirotic kicks to Evans. Just 2 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, gorgeous outside jumper from the former UCLA Bruin. He can get hot from the three-point line if you give him room like that.
Howard. Knocked loose. Holiday with it. He's got 12 for the lead. Rebounded by Howard. Hood against Howard. Hood drives in, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Rodney Hood played 1 season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to improve.
That free throw good from Hood. New Orleans making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Nene, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Both free throws good from Hood.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Evans passes to Bell. There's a screen. Now the dish to Nogueira. Evans kicks to Mirotic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Mirotic has got it all tied up now for New Orleans. Thunder have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Sabonis, defended by Bell. Westbrook kicks to Hood. Hayward against Evans. Elbow shot. Second chance shot. And Nene with the lay-in. Good. Nene's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Hood against Crawford. Oh, that's blocked. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, he's edge-of-your-seat material out in transition. Westbrook is equally adept at pulling up for the shot or taking it to the rack.
Evans against Westbrook. Pass to Mirotic. And the wide-open shot from Evans. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, Evans showing a little bit more range there, able to step out behind the line.
The Thunder with the lead. Hood, the pass to Sabonis. Nene at the elbow. Left side, Westbrook. For the 3. Westbrook missing again.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Crawford kicks to Mirotic. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Nene, the screen. Hayward outside. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Mirotic, the screen. Crawford, no one around him. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Crawford's got 7 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Nene with the screen on Evans. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart for New Orleans.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Timeout call here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
New Orleans making some changes here. Anthony Davis comes in for Nogueira, and it's Darius Miller in for Bell. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Martin is checked in. And Evans with a stop.
Well, Evans rising up above the rest of the defense. A great show there.
Thunder trailing by 4. Westbrook kicks to Hayward. No good on the shot. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. There's the pick. And Mirotic kicks to Miller. Davis setting the pick for Mirotic. Feeds it to Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Davis against Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Mirotic dishes to Evans. Mirotic the screen. Miller the pass to Mirotic. Over Hayward. Hayward with some nice D. Thunder trailing by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the foul goes on Jordan Crawford. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Payton, he's checked in for New Orleans. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Markkanen, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. There's the screen. Barton kicks to Hayward. Shoots over Mirotic. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
We have to go get it when it goes off the board. We got to have everybody back in there. And we can't watch. We got to pursue the ball now. We got to pursue the ball, all right?
Moments ago, Alvin Gentry asking his guys to be more active, especially on the glass.
Yeah, I think it's just going to take a greater commitment there, guys. I mean, they have the skills. Now, though, you need to show the will.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Will Barton is out there with Rodney Hood. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Hayward. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. Barton passes to Sabonis. They set the pick. He kicks to Hood. The shot by Hayward, wide open, sinks the three-pointer. Hayward's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime. After sort of wandering around in the first, he's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
The offensive rebound. Count it. And that's 23 points for Davis.
Right now, AD is shooting an efficient percentage from the field and is scoring extremely well.
To the paint. It's tipped and stolen by Cousins. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 4th assist in this one. Barton against Payton. Passes it to Hayward. Fires from 14. There's Sabonis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Crawford dishes to Payton. Screen by Cousins. A floater. And the Pelicans get it back. Crawford kicks to Payton. Screen by Cousins. Over Markkanen. No good from Cousins.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Hayward kicks to Sabonis. Hood against Crawford. Markkanen sets the pick for Hood. 4 on the clock. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Crawford. Cousins with a screen on Hood. Crawford against Hood. Cousins with a screen for Crawford. Great tee that time from Hood. Thunder trailing by 3. Martin passes to Markkanen. He feeds it to Hood. To the paint. It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Cousins continuing to improve on his defensive awareness and staying active after he clawed away that steal.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Howard comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Will Barton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high-percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
Hood against Payton. Hayward outside. Over Holiday. Hayward can't hit. New Orleans leading by 3. Cousins with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Here's Holiday. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Now Holiday looking comfortable there when he gets in close.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Hood dishes to Hayward. Hayward missing again.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
4-0.
Russell Westbrook in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Payton. Cousins with a screen on Hood. Davis sets a screen. 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Cousins. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Westbrook kicks to Howard. Here's Markkanen, and the layup's good off the glass.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Pelicans leading by 6. Payton passes to Davis. Westbrook against Payton. Miller outside. Left side, Davis. Over Howard. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Round with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. There's the pick. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and Holiday kicks to Davis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint, here's Hood. Buries it down low. Now just a 4-point Pelican lead.
Westbrook's evolution as a passer is at hand. You wonder how high this ceiling will be with regards to him delivering the ball.
Davis sets a screen. Miller against Howard. Miller kicks to Cousins. Over Hood. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Miller. Cousins has got 9 points now in just the second half. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Brown. He dishes it to Markkanen. Down low. Here's Howard. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
The three-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
There's the screen. Hood with it, picked up by Davis. Hood dishes to Howard. Shoots over Cousins, and he's able to get it back.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
Westbrook against Payton. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That free throw, no good. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Thunder trailing by 7. Screen by Howard. For 3, Westbrook. And the rejection by Cousins. And Holiday has it in the corner.
Splash!
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Hayward. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 6 assists here tonight.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Davis sets a screen. Payton against Westbrook. Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. Davis the pass to Cousins. And so much of what Cousins does on the court is unstoppable. But at times, Brent, his leadership is something that can get in the way.
Well, I wouldn't technically call that leadership, Kevin. There are times where DeMarcus Cousins detracts from what it is as the ultimate goal of a team. In the early part of his career, created a bit of negativity around the atmosphere of what was going on. I think over the past couple years, he's been much better. He's got a new situation now and maybe a new lease on life.
Howard with a screen on Holiday. Round kicks to Hayward. Pass to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Davis. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And you can see the lower body strength from AD right there, able to take contact, get fouled, and still get the shot to go.
Free throw good, Davis. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. And so it's Oklahoma City with it, trailing by 10. Westbrook against Payton. Westbrook kicks to Hayward. Offensive rebound. Markkanen. Out to Hayward for the 3. Cans it from downtown. Hayward's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Cousins. At 10, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 6 assists now in the game.
Cousins solid at working these situations. When the picks are involved, he knows where to be.
Westbrook with it. Now Payton defending, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Pelicans leading by 9. Payton dishes to Cousins. Holiday, the pass to Davis. 16 feet away. The Thunder pull it in. Hayward outside. Over Evans. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hayward's got 21 in the game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And Cousins kicks to Holiday. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
Really loved that play from Anthony Davis. Knew he was going to get fouled and wisely make sure that he was doing it while shooting.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it to Howard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. And so here is New Orleans, and the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Hayward kicks to Westbrook. Tries it from the top of the key. Not going to go that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Westbrook against Payton. Davis setting the pick for Payton. And Davis now top of the key. And they double up Davis. Back to Payton. And there's the pass to Cousins. On the clock. At 10, coming off an assist from Payton. Cousins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Popped up there for Howard. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shoots over Brown. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And it's a 12-point Pelican lead. And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Here's Westbrook. Howard with the screen on Payton. Hayward on the wing. Shoots over Cousins. Hayward can't hit. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Evans with it. Now defended by Hayward. Here's Davis. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Hayward on the wing. Guarded by Holiday. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
Free throw drops for Hayward. Hayward hits them both. Now Evans. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alfred, first off, congrats.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.